Lesson 93, Why Matters. Protect walls with large overhangs. Your climate dictates your design. Next, choosing proper materials. Welcome to the world of cob building. It is a mixture of earth and straw. We will cover history and planning to help you build your dream home. Let's begin. Welcome to Lesson 2 on cob construction. That covers history and planning. Next, we will build a test brick. Welcome to cob construction. It is an ancient technique. For planning, consider the sun. This foundation is key. Next, we will mix materials. Welcome back to Lesson 3. In wet climates, you need large roof overhangs. This protects your cob walls from rain. Next, we'll cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 4. We'll find a building site. You need good drainage here. A large roof overhang protect walls. Next, we test soil. Welcome to Lesson 5, Observe the sun's path. We use drawings to plan for natural light. This site footage shows the perfect placement. Next, we'll cover foundation details. Welcome to Lesson 6 on cob construction. Notice prevailing winds and natural shelter. This drawing shows how trees deflect wind. Next, we'll cover making the foundation. Welcome to Lesson 7. Let's sketch a floor plan. Cob allows for beautiful organic curves. See how these thick walls create natural insulation? Next time, we'll build it. Welcome to Lesson 8. Let's plan rooms. Consider the sun. Place kitchens facing east. Here, thick walls store morning heat. To summarize, plan by use. Next, we discuss wall thickness. Welcome to Lesson 9. We are exploring building regulations. Setbacks define how far to build from property lines. Always consult your local codes first. Next time, we will find the perfect soil. Welcome to Lesson 10 on cob construction. We will review goals and explain planning concepts. This drawing shows the ideal solar orientation. Next, we will prepare for the build. Welcome to Lesson 11 on cob construction. Let's look at solar orientation. Today, we covered the basics. Next, we will build. Welcome to Lesson 12. Let's explore cob homes. They are found worldwide. Plan for solar orientation. Next, we test our soil. Welcome to Lesson 13, Why Climate Matters. In wet climates, protect your walls. A stone foundation is essential. Next, we will discuss rhythm. Welcome to Lesson 14. We look for a site. Good drainage is essential. This drawing shows the water flow. Next, we will test our soil. Welcome to Lesson 16. We'll cover prevailing winds and natural shelter. Notice how this hill protects the building. Next time, we'll discuss foundation design. Welcome to Lesson 15. Let's observe the sun's path. We use site drawings to maximize natural light, so always plan ahead. Next, we'll test our soil. Welcome to Lesson 17, Floor Plan. Cob allows for beautiful organic curves. Thick walls store passive solar heat. We covered planning. Next, scale models. Welcome to Lesson 18. Today, we're planning room locations based on daily use. For example, place bedrooms where the morning sun hits. Next, we will cover foundation design. Welcome to Lesson 19. We're exploring cob construction. A setback limits how close you can build to boundaries. Next, we'll cover permits. Welcome back to Lesson 20. Let's explore cob construction. We must plan for solar orientation. Let's review and prepare. Welcome to Lesson 21 on cob construction. This ancient method uses earth and straw. We must consider site alignment and local laws. Next, we'll cover materials. Welcome to Lesson 22 on cob construction. Let's see some traditional cob homes. We must integrate the wall with the foundation. Next time, we'll look at building a foundation. Welcome to Lesson 23. Climate matters when planning cob. Protect walls from rain, so design for your area. Next, we'll cover techniques. Welcome to Lesson 24. We're looking for a building site with good drainage. Avoid low spots where water collects. Plan for a good foundation and roof. Next, we will cover materials. Welcome to Lesson 25. Let's observe the sun's path. We use drawings for planning. Next, we'll cover thermal mass. Welcome to Lesson 26. We'll cover prevailing winds and shelter. Look how this hill protects the building. Always utilize natural shelter. Next, we'll cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 27. Let's sketch a plan. Cob allows for organic curves. Thick walls provide thermal mass. Next, we'll build a model. Welcome to Lesson 28. Place your most used rooms on the south side. This maximizes natural light. Next, we will cover foundations. Welcome back to Lesson 29. We must consider local building regulations. This drawing shows the setback concept, so plan carefully before building. Next, we'll cover cob mixing. Let's review our goals. We must consider solar orientation. This protects the wall. Next, we'll cover materials. Welcome to Lesson 31 on cob construction. Proper planning is vital for a durable cob home. Let us examine some site layout details. Next, we will cover material selection. Welcome to Lesson 32. Cob homes are found worldwide. Plan for sun orientation. Next, we'll cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 33. Climate matters with cob. In wet areas, use a tall stone. This protects your walls. Next, we'll cover roof design. Welcome to Lesson 35. Let's observe the sun's path. We plan windows for maximum natural light. This shadow shows how light will enter. Next time, we'll cover wall layout. Lesson 36. Notice prevailing winds. Look how this natural shelter protects us. Next time, we'll test our soil. Welcome to Lesson 37. We'll sketch a simple floor plan. Curved walls provide natural strength. Next, we'll lay it out on site. Welcome to Lesson 3 rooms based on daily use. Position rooms like the kitchen and living area together effort. So place rooms where they make sense for your routine. Next, we'll cover site orientation. We will plan room locations based on daily use. Place high-use rooms like kitchens on the south side for sunlight. So organize your home based on your daily activity. We will cover choosing materials. See you then. Welcome to Lesson 39, Building Regulations. Setback rules determine where you can build on your site. Always consult local codes first, our planning concept. Next, we'll sourcing materials. Welcome to Lesson 40. Next, we will cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 41 on cob construction. We will look at its history and planning concepts. Next time, we'll test our soil. Welcome to Lesson 42. Let's see cob homes worldwide. Plan for solar gain. Next, we'll cover walls. Welcome to Lesson 43. Why does climate matter? Drawings help us plan for heavy rain. You need a good roof and foundation. Next, we'll cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 44. We need good drainage. Notice how water flows away. Choose your site carefully. Next, we'll cover foundations.
To Lesson 46, where we look at prevailing winds. By placing your home here, trees create a natural shelter, so always assess your site's natural wind breaks. Next, we'll design for solar orientation.
Welcome to Lesson 47. Let's sketch a floor plan. First, we define zones. Now we add walls and doors. In conclusion, practice drawing. Next, we'll cover dimensioning. Welcome to Lesson 48. We'll plan rooms by daily use. Position your core spaces first. This creates a natural flow. Next, we'll cover site orientation. Welcome to Lesson 49. Today we're discussing building regulations. You must consider local rules before you begin. For example, setbacks define the property line. Always check the laws. Next time, we will cover permits. Welcome to Lesson 49 on cob construction. You must consider local building regulations first. Here is a typical setback drawing. Next, we will source materials. Welcome to Lesson 50. Let's review goals. Cob walls require careful site planning. Notice the boundary setbacks here. That covers our planning concepts. Next, site preparation. Welcome to Lesson 51, cob construction. This ancient mix of earth and straw is incredibly durable. We must plan for site orientation. Next, foundations. Welcome to Lesson 52. Let's explore cob homes. They are durable. Notice this tapered base, it provides stability. Cob is fantastic. Next, we'll cover roofs. Welcome to Lesson 53. Today we discuss why climate matters. In wet areas, you need a large roof overhang, so always plan for your specific climate. Next, we'll cover soil tests. Lesson 54, cob construction. Find a site with good drainage. Notice how water flows away from this slope. Next, we will test our soil. Welcome to Lesson 55 on cob construction. Let's draw the sun's path to plan lighting. This site footage shows perfect solar alignment, so always observe the sun first. Next time, we will cover roof designs. Lesson 56, prevailing winds. Notice natural shelter to protect your cob home. This drawing shows how to deflect wind. Next, we will cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 57. Let's sketch a floor plan. We use curved lines for cob walls. This site shows our thick wall concept. Next, we will explore foundations. Welcome to Lesson 59. Think about local building regulations first. For example, setbacks limit where you build. Next time, we'll cover permits. Welcome to Lesson 58. Let's plan rooms by daily use. Position rooms for morning sun. Next, we'll cover wall thickness. Welcome to Lesson 60. Let's review goals. Here is our site footprint. We must orient this building for the sun's path. Next, we will cover the foundation. Welcome to Lesson 61 on cob construction. This is an ancient method using mud and straw. Proper site planning is vital. Next, we will look at wall building. Welcome to Lesson 62 on cob construction. Let's see traditional homes from around the world. We must orient the building for sunlight. Next time, we will learn how to make cob. Welcome to Lesson 63. Why does climate matter for cob? Protect walls from rain with large overhangs. Cob regulates temperature. Next, choosing your site. Finding the right building site. Notice how this slope naturally diverts water away. Always prioritize areas with natural drainage. Next, we will cover soil composition testing. Welcome back to Lesson 65. We must observe the sun's path. This ensures bright, warm, natural lighting. Next, we'll cover wall thickness. Lesson 66. Notice prevailing winds and natural shelter. See how this landscape protects our building? We must balance wind and shelter. Next, we'll cover solar orientation. Welcome to Lesson 68. Plan rooms based on daily use. Place living areas facing south. Next, we will cover foundations. Welcome to Lesson 67 on cob construction. Let's sketch a simple floor plan. These thick walls provide great thermal mass. Next, we'll look at roof design. Welcome to Lesson 70. Let's review our project goals. Here is the drainage detail. That covers our main concepts. See you in the next lesson. Welcome to Lesson 71 on cob construction. Planning requires proper site orientation. Today we covered history and site planning. Next, we'll test soil. Lesson 69. Check local building regs first. Setbacks define your boundaries. We measure to stay compliant. Next, we'll cover permits. Welcome to Lesson 72. Today, we're exploring traditional cob homes. They're found all over the world. For planning, consider the sun's aspect. Next time, we'll cover modern techniques. Welcome to Lesson 73. We must protect cob walls from rain. Optimize solar orientation. Next, choosing the right subsoil. Welcome to Lesson 75. We'll observe the sun's path. Aligning windows maximizes natural light. This sketch shows ideal solar orientation. Next, we will cover thermal mass. Welcome to Lesson 74. Let's discuss, look for a sloped site. This keeps water away. A wide roof protects cob. Next, soil tests. Welcome to Lesson 77. Let's discuss cob construction. We begin by sketching a simple curved floor plan. This thick wall provides excellent thermal mass. Welcome to Lesson 76. Look at prevailing winds. This diagram shows wind flow. Natural shelter is key. Next, we design. Welcome to Lesson 79, Building Regulations. You must always respect the setback distances, so consult your local authority first. Next, we will discuss siting your build. Let's review our project goals. Today, we introduce site planning. This drawing shows our wall layout. So planning is key. Next, we start building. Welcome to Lesson 78. We're planning rooms. Let's place kitchens where the morning sun hits. This keeps your daily routine natural. Next, we'll choose materials. Welcome to Lesson 81. Cob has a rich history. We use a mix of soil and straw. This wall rises from its foundation. That is it for today. Next time, we will cover design. Welcome to Lesson 82. One key concept is using a good roof hang. In short, cob is durable and global. Next time, we'll cover siting. Lesson 83, cob construction. Why climate matters. Wet climates need large overhangs. This protects the walls. Climate dictates design. Next, siting. Welcome to Lesson 84 on cob construction. Look for a site with good drainage. We use stone boots to protect against ground moisture. Next time, we will cover mixing. Welcome to Lesson 85. We must observe the sun's path. This site footage shows natural light. Next, we will cover roof design. Welcome to Lesson 86 on cob construction. Notice prevailing winds and use natural shelter. Shelter protects your cob home. Next, we'll cover foundations. Let's sketch a floor plan. Welcome to cob construction. Notice the curved walls. This maximizes natural strength. Next, we'll build. Welcome to Lesson 88. Today, we're planning room locations. We place rooms based on daily use. This brings in natural sunlight. Plan ahead for success. Next, we'll cover cob mixes. Welcome to Lesson 89. Let's discuss local building regulations. For example, consider setback requirements. Next time, we'll cover permits. Let's review our goals. Now, let's look ahead. Consider the sun's path. Mix the cob well. See you next lesson. Welcome to Lesson 91 on cob construction. This ancient method uses soil and straw. Here is a concept for curved walls. Next time, we will explore actual site footage. Let's explore traditional cob homes. Next, we'll cover site planning.
Welcome to Lesson 92. Cob building is an ancient technique found worldwide. When planning, always orient your windows for passive solar gain. Next time, we will cover cob foundations.
Welcome to Lesson 94. Avoid wet areas with poor drainage. Grade the ground to divert water. Next, we will cover foundation tips. See you then. Lesson 95. Observing the sun's path. We must plan around its daily arc. So, track the sun to place your windows. Next, we'll cover shading. Today, we look at prevailing winds. Trees act as a natural shelter. This site uses a windbreak. Next, we design for solar orientation. Welcome to Lesson 97. Today, we'll sketch a floor plan. It's a view from above. Circulation shows how you move. We covered basic layout. Next, adding dimensions. Welcome to Lesson 98. Today we're planning room locations based on daily use. Drawings show that placing the kitchen near the garage entrance minimizes effort. Welcome to Lesson 99 on building regulations. Setbacks define how close you can build to property lines, so always check local rules first. Next time, we will cover building permits. Welcome to Lesson 100. Let's review our goals. We use zoning for effective planning. Next time, we will prepare